Hey, God is good.
Big brother Naija.
After 100 years, they finally evicted Seyi Awolowo. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Brother Conversations. My name is Karen Ayodiwe, aka Karen Ayu, and trust me, if they had not evicted Seyi, I was not going to come back on this show, Big Brother Conversations, because I was getting tired. At some point, I was like, this show is beginning to look scripted, because of course it's scripted. There's no two way about it, because I don't understand all those plenty drama that they did just to evict somebody that had 3.55%. Guys, 3.55%. It was really something else. I hope you guys can learn, because this whole Big Brother Conversations is not to talk about what the housemates are doing or whatever. It's for you to see reasons and learn things from the show, because Ike, Seyi, Kidwaya, Pere, they all sat down to plot against somebody. This shows that if you do evil, evil will definitely come back to you. So you have to be careful in anything you're doing. You have to be careful on whose toes you step on, because you don't know who you're stepping on. Now they have made Ilebaye the underdog to be a superstar, and there's a 50-50 chances that Ilebaye might win this show, although that girl is not somehow, but there's a 50-50 chances. Why? Just because of a little mistake, and all of them are just going one by one. Okay, I'm sure most of you watched the eviction show. You saw how everything played out. They first of all evicted Lucy. Evicting Lucy wasn't so much of a problem, because I feel like Lucy came for a vacation. She was just having the time of her life, and she said this was much better for her because it was much, everybody was accommodating and all that. I mean, it's all stars now. The eviction I didn't really understand was that Prince eviction. Everything, that's why I said the show is now looking scripted. Honestly, it's looking scripted. I don't know why they called Prince, last minute decision, they called Prince and they wanted to evict him. Well, I will understand for the fact that the show, we have about I think we're entering week 7 and it's almost getting to 10 weeks. So they have to look for one way or the other to remove the housemate and make the house a little bit smaller. The housemate smaller, so that they can get their final top 5 or top 6 or top 7. I don't know how they want to do it. So somehow, if Prince was evicted, no wahala. The guy actually came prepared. I love how Prince was able to sell himself under 2 weeks. Now he doesn't have to give any kind of explanation. He showed his hair. The first thing he did, he showed people that he's still good in his hair business. He made the housemaid look so pretty and handsome. He showed us his dancing skill. He talked about his business. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, remember when I said in my last episode that you give a good representation of yourself, so that when you come out, we'll remember you. By the way, Tolani Badge has been trying to do damage control. She has been trying to do damage control. You know, in fact, this is the only housemaid that says she's not granting anybody interview, because honestly, the best thing she actually did was not to even grant anybody interview, because from the beginning of her interview to the end of the interview, they will keep asking her about new, respecting boundaries, and my comfort person. There was nothing Tolani Badge showed us in that show. In fact, when she came out of the house, she started posting her YouTube channel. She started posting her brand, her badge use, or whatever. Those are clothing brand stuff. She couldn't even cough, because the moment she coughed, people will start saying all sorts of things on the internet. On her comment section, it's something else. And I feel like the best thing Tolani Badge should even do is that she should not even come for reunion, because even reunion, that's what they will play. They will just play all her behavior at the All Stars house, because this representation she showed us is the same thing that she did during lockdown. So if they come again to analyze the same thing you did during lockdown, during her time at the All Stars, it's really going to be crazy. So I just hope that people can see that giving a good representation of yourself, especially when you're given a second chance, is very important. So the way Prince sold himself is quite awesome. Lucy at this on stage talk about her grief. Lucy was a very calm person. I love the way she acted matured for me in the house. I love that. Then who else did they even evict? Of course, yes, Ike. I wasn't surprised about Ike's eviction, although it was quite shocking. But Ike was already having a low percentage from previous week, so it's quite obvious that it was fans from other housemates that helped Ike to get to that percentage. But then, like as I keep saying, if you do somebody evil, that evil that you're doing to somebody will get back to you. I think that's all for the eviction, and let's go to the week, how the week played out. Doyin was the head of house, and I feel like her reign was like the worst ever. Doyin just reminded me of how our Nigerian political leaders, they handle the government. And one thing I just want Big Brother this week that we're entering, both the head of house should be put up for eviction. Like, they shouldn't give anybody immunity, because Doyin felt so relaxed because she has immunity. Let the housemaid do whatever thing they want to do. But I don't think that attitude she displayed was quite cool, because you're a leader. You're meant to take action. You're meant to show reasons why you were given that position. I feel because they are playing a game to win head of house and get immunity, so everybody felt so relaxed, and this was why they ended up losing their wager. And that's the same thing our Nigerian politicians they do. Once they get into office, or before they get into office, they'll promise you heaven and earth. Once they get into the office, they will now make the office like a chill zone, and they will forget the problems and things that they need to fix up. So Doyin did not try at all. This week, I just want Big Brother to make sure that everybody is up for eviction, both the HOH, so that it will make them to sit up and act like a true leader. That's what I want. I hope that Big Brother will do that. Fights that happened in the house that I watched and I didn't feel it was cool. The fight between Prince and Venita. I'm not even going to talk about the fights. Like as I said, I hate the fact that anytime Venita is fighting with somebody, she will now start talking down on the person's lifestyle, talking down on the person's this, and she did that to Prince. She did that to Perez, still exposing Perez, Perez lifestyle. I mean, fight me for why we are fighting. Don't bring my past life or things that I've been doing to use it to insult me. She did that to Prince, then insulting Prince that his business is this, he doesn't know how to do hair, all those kind of things. Come on, Venita. Venita has a lot of growing up to do when it comes to handling issues with people, because she has displayed it. Even now, I was watching her argument between Adekunle and Adekunle, and the way she just like flared up, it didn't make any sense. I mean, Adekunle came calmly to discuss with you, and the next thing you now started shouting. I think she needs to work on that aspect of herself. Adekunle tried to make her cool in the house by making her not to shout that much. But now she having a fight with Adekunle and shouting like that, to me, it doesn't really make any sense. Then, I like the fact that Soma, White Money, they showed up their talents. Good. I also like the fact that, in fact, I love the wager presentation. The wager presentation showed some of the housemates their talent. Like Perez's voice was so nice. I loved it. If they can rebrand that song when they come out of the house and make it like an actual song, it will make a lot of sense. I also watched the fight of Omashola and Lucy. I didn't like the fact that Lucy was age shaming Omashola. See, I think it's high time people get to understand that age is just a number. Some people are 40 and they still behave like mad people. Some people are 50, they behave like people that don't have sense. But you can see a 20-year-old or a 22-year-old behaving like a 50-year-old, very matured. So maturity does not have to do with your age, but it has to do with your personality and how you behave. So Lucy is shaming Omashola, telling him that, and you're supposed to go and check your high blood pressure, you're getting old. That is totally off. Lucy, you need to work on yourself on that. You don't need to age shame anybody. In fact, age shaming should not be something that you should even do. It's totally wrong. I'd just like to end this video by advising Seyi, because the way Seyi even came out of that house, he still came out with some sort of pride. Seyi, you're too proud, and you need to work on your pride. You need to work on the way you talk to people. I feel what makes Seyi talks the way he talks is pride, because he was even saying that some people are going to sit down, they'll get evicted and watch him from their various houses. That was totally off. And then I feel like these all stars, I don't know why these housemates are behaving like they have not watched the show, because yes, the aspect of Ilebaye's strategy, I don't know why they are always sitting down to discuss Ilebaye's strategy, even when they are supposed to discuss about their own strategy. And the more they discuss about this Ilebaye strategy, the more they give this girl extra fan base. So some of them are playing this game like they are playing like a novice, which does not actually make any sense. Guys, I don't want to talk more, but I just hope that this week will be less dramatic, because this past week was so chaotic, based on the head of house did not act like a leader. According to her, she said the wager is for everybody. If hunger will kill you, it will kill you. You know, all those kind of things. So I feel like Doyin needs to work on taking responsibility. You don't have to feel so lazy. If you're given a responsibility, do it and do it well, so that people will recommend you. Now, if they give her a leadership, or that one that did like this, no, take responsibility whenever you have the chance. Just like the way Adekunle did, Soma did. I mean, we love these people the way they, coordinated the house. Even though these people are difficult to coordinate, just try your best. She was always nonchalant, and she now started pushing the blame to other housemates because of you. You opened up to say, I don't give a damn, I don't care. Because of how you said it, they now follow that. They took that energy. That's why I say the energy you give to somebody, that's the energy they'll give back to you. Guys, I'm beginning to sound like a motivational speaker that I am not. I love the engagement we are getting on our videos, and I think before this show ends, I will probably do a giveaway, but that is not going to come from my pocket. I will make sure I look for somebody that will sponsor that giveaway, because I just want to appreciate you guys. Keep the comments coming, keep engaging, liking, sharing. Please subscribe so that our videos will be popping up. I love the energy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Visit www.gistalways.ng to be inspired and be informed.